Hi everybody, this is Kefren, your favorite French Canadian. Today I'm going to do a review of the new keyboard that I just received from Roccat, the Vulcan II Max. Really good looking keyboard, as you can see. Very nice lighting also. So we're going to first of all talk about the price. $229 USD and $299 Canadian if you're from Canada. Let's talk a little bit about the specs also. The switch in it are the Titan 2 optical red, so it's a bit like the Cherries red because it's a linear switch, but they are optical. The actuation point is 1.4 millimeters, so they are faster than the Cherry one, and the travel distance is 3.6 millimeters, so less travel in your switch if you compare it with the Cherry. The top plate is in aluminum, and honestly the build quality feels very great in this keyboard. I was really surprised with it. You don't have any like crackling, flexing. It's a very well made keyboard. The switch life cycle, they're saying 100 million, so that's a lot. Normally you see something like 35 million to like 60 million, so I guess their switch are good. The polling rate is 1000 Hz. You're also getting an onboard memory of 4 meg, so you can save your different profile over there, even if you're formatting your computer or you're going to a LAN party. All your profile will be saved in your keyboard. They're saying that they have like a double refresh rate for the lighting, so you don't see the weird flickering normally that you see on some keyboards, so that's a good thing. And they're saying also HD lighting. I guess it's a PR word to say that the lighting is looking very good. The way that they did it, you have some kind of like low profile keycap, but you have a switch that are not low profile, so the switch is not low profile, sorry, and it gives a very like a wow effect when you're seeing this keyboard. First of all, you're getting your palm rest with the RGB over there, with very beautiful lighting with the profile that they call IMO. I'm gonna talk a little bit later after that when we will go to the software, but the way they did that, it's very, very beautiful. I was kind of surprised with it, and I'm not a huge fan of RGB also keyboard, but this one looks good. It's 100% anti-ghosting, so you don't really worry about it. The palm rest, I can show you a little bit. They're pushing the RGB over there, so you just like add your palm rest, as you can see over there. You push it like this, it clips, and now everything is fine. You're getting your nice RGB. I'm gonna remove it because I'm gonna show you the 8 feature. So you have a couple of options depending on the angle of your keyboard that you want. You have the first one like this. You can also use the second one that will provide you with more height, like this. So as you can see, and you can play flat if you want. Me, I always like the second version. And I'm gonna re-show you again also the RGB light over there. That's the RGB light that will provide you the effect in your palm rest. So let's talk about the switch. The switch are optical. For me, sometimes I don't prefer the optical. I feel sometimes they feel a little bit mushy. It's not the case on this keyboard. It feels like very mechanical, and it's a linear switch. I always play with linear switch, so I'm really like pleased to use this keyboard. I'm gonna do a quick sound test. So first of all, your letters. The space bar. Shift. So, as you can see, they don't sound very great if you compare with other keyboard. But the thing that I want to mention here is the way that you don't feel any wobble in the keys. It's a huge issue with the Cherries switch. So those are very like precise and very responsive. I was really surprised when I was playing League of Legends, the way that my keyboard responded to me, and I didn't feel any like small wobble in my keys when I was moving like this. And they're very, very well made. So tight, no wobble, and pretty good with the responsiveness. So for me, it's a A+ for that. Nothing to say, except the sound of it is not that great. But you know, even the linear switch, sometimes they don't sound very great compared to blue keys or even the brown one. But still, I just want to mention that. So also you have like some media keys that are pretty cool. So you have your play and pause, skip your song, your knob for your volume. I really like that. It's even clickable, so you can pause or whatever that you want to bind on it. Also you have other like stuff like live button, whatever, if you want to record your chat and stuff. But honestly, you can change all those button and function directly in Roccat Swarm. So we're gonna take a look right now in the software, and after that I will give you my conclusion for this keyboard. So now inside of the settings, the software that you will need, it's called Roccat Swarm. As you can see, I have my Vulcan II Max over there. You can have more peripheral also. So we're gonna look first of all at the general feature. The first one is the sound feedback. That's a cool feature that you can activate. For example, you want a typewriter sound, you press applied. It's gonna take 2 to 3 seconds to applied. And after that, as you can see, you have some cool sound. If you want a beam effect, pretty much the same thing. So that's a cool feature that you have. I want to note something. I don't like the way you need to apply to hear your stuff or see your change. So each time I select something, I need to press apply. I can also use the auto apply, but it's a bit weird. Sometimes you want to check a couple of stuff and it's just randomly auto apply. And also it takes time, like 3 seconds to apply my modification. I see a lot of other software that you just click and you see your modification, if it's a macro, if it's an illumination feature, stuff like that. So anyway, it's a bit weird. You can also have profile switch, wake up sound, sleep sound. That's pretty cool. And also you can change the set volume over there. So this is pretty much it for the cool feature for the general. Also for the key assignment, you have a lot of different feature you can use, like the one from your system for Windows, smart keys, Roccat function. So you have a lot of stuff that you can change. Pretty much also the same thing with the profile manager. You can save different profile depending on what you want. If you want like a profile for a type of game, or a profile when you I don't know, you edit video, you can do that easily. You have also a macro manager. A thing that is very cool is you have preset over there. So if you want to select a game, you can do that easily. And also you have the smart key manager, a couple of stuff over there. So performance monitoring that you can use, Roccat mouse battery and stuff. So that's cool. You have a lot of different stuff that you can do with the Roccat Swarm. After that, the key illumination. So over there, first of all, you have your brightness. As you can see, I'm running at max right now. You have a couple of effects that you can use. So for example, I want the wave, I applied. Now I will have the wave on my keyboard. I decided to activate the AMO. Not too sure how to pronounce that over there. And it's a bit weird the way they present the feature. As you can see, we read a little bit over there. AMO is a state-of-the-art intelligent lighting system that reacts organically to your behavior without the need of extensive configuration. The way they present it, I feel like it's some kind of AI that will adapt depending on what I'm doing, but it's not necessarily that. Anyway, I don't think it's this because I did a lot of testing. It seems to be like some pre-made coding. So if you're spamming a key, it will adapt. If you hold a key, it will adapt, but it will pretty much be the same thing if you're playing StarCraft, on Showdown, Escape from Tarkov. It doesn't adapt depending on the game that you're playing or whatever. But the cool thing also, it will sync automatically with other AMO product. And honestly, if you want to compare AMO versus like Wave, Snake, or other effect that you will see on the market, it looks beautiful. The way they code it, it's very cool. It's good taste also. They mixing color, it's moving like slowly, and it adapt depending on what you're doing. So the way they did it, it's very cool, but I hope in the future they will step up and add like some kind of AI that will adapt depending on the game that you're playing. And yeah, that's pretty much it on for the AMO. I liked it, but I hope it will be better in the future. So this is pretty much it for the Roccat Swarm. Now let's go back to the product. To conclude, for me, this keyboard, it's a 8.5 on 10. I'm going to start with the pros, and after that, we're going to talk a little bit about the cons. First of all, for the pros, build quality is amazing. Nothing to say about it. The design of the keyboard is very nice. For me, it's pretty much the nicest keyboard that I ever seen in my life. I did test more than 50 keyboard, and this one looks very good and not too much. It's like just perfect. Also, I like the responsiveness of the keys, so very nice touch over there. For the cons, it's a bit of expensive. For me, $300 Canadian, that's a lot of money. Also, the keycap, not too sure about the durability of those, but you can change it without any issue, so that's not a big deal. And also, the typing experience on this keyboard is a bit rough when you start with it. It's because of the low profile keycap and the full switch under it. You will need a couple of hours to, to understand your keyboard well, because I was struggling big time when I was typing with it. But after that, now it's okay for me. It's not the best experience, but for gaming, it's really good. So if you have any question about the Roccat Vulcan II Max, just comment in the YouTube section. Post me any question about any keyboard or this keyboard. I will try to help you the best that I can. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace!